with Coach Princess.
Ndewonu, Umoma, you're welcome to another special episode with your favorite children's coach, Princess Enyinna-Okoro, nke si na Kids Igbo Academy, ebe anyị na-akụziri ụmụaka asụsụ Igbo, nke na-eme ka Igbo na-atọfe ụtọ, na-emekwa ka Igbo dịrị fa mfe. Here we're teaching Igbo language in a fun, interesting and dynamic way, and we're happy to have you here. In today's episode, we're going to be learning an interesting Igbo lesson using a story, and I promise you it's going to be all shades of fun. What I want you to do before we start includes liking, sharing, subscribing to this channel if you haven't already done so that you are always aware anytime we post a new content. Ngwa ka anyị banye ozigbo. Mana tupu anyị na-ebido, achọrọ m ka anyị mee isiokwu anyị, our keywords. Let's take a look at the following keywords that will add to our Igbo language vocabulary. Nke mbụ bụ gịnị? Onye agbataobi. Say it with me. Onye agbataobi. Onye agbataobi simply means a neighbor. Your neighbor. Do you understand? Onye agbataobi m bịara n'ụlọ m. That's my sentence. Onye agbataobi m bịara n'ụlọ m. And it simply means my neighbor came to my house. Well, say it with me. Onye agbataobi m bịara n'ụlọ m. Good job, Jisike, imere ọfụma. Ọzọ anyị ga-amụtakwa taa ga-abụ gịnị? Mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo. Mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo. Mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo simply means gold coins. You see, gold coins, like, you know, when we used to have coins as money. Yes, mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo. Now let me say my sentence. My sentence will be, nye m mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo iri. Nye m mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo iri. And that means give me 10 gold coins. Do you see? Ka m kwuo ya ọzọ. Nye m mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo iri. Good job. Okay, and then the final keyword for today is kwa ụbọchị. Say with me, kwa ụbọchị. Kwa ụbọchị simply means every day. N'asụsụ Igbo, kwa ụbọchị is the word for every day. N'asụsụ Igbo. So I can say, m na-aga ụlọ akwụkwọ kwa ụbọchị. M na-aga ụlọ akwụkwọ kwa ụbọchị. It means I go to school every day. M na-aga ụlọ akwụkwọ kwa ụbọchị. Yay! We're going to go into the story, but today's story, we're going to tell the story. We're saying it in Igbo and we're also saying it in English at the same time, so that you don't have any lag time where it's as if, oh, I can't wait for me to know the meaning, right? Some of you are not yet able to read so quickly from the screen, so I'm going to also bring it in, telling it in Igbo and also in English. Let's go to the story. Ọtụtụ afọ gara aga, enwere otu nwoke a na-akpọ Nwoke Akachingom. It means many years ago, there lived a man who was called Nwoke Akachingom. That's an Igbo slang that means a miser. Nwoke Akagom nwere ọtụtụ mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo. This Nwoke Akagom had many gold coins. Ọ dịghị mgbe o mefuru ọlaedo ya, kama o zoro ha n'olulu dị n'okpuru nkume dị n'azụ ụlọ ya. There was never a time this man spent any of his gold coins. Instead, he was always hiding his gold coins inside a hole that was at the back of his house. And when he's done hiding it inside that hole, he covers it with stones. Kwa ụbọchị, ọ na-aga na nkume ndị ahụ ebe o zoro ọlaedo ya, wee gụkọta ọlaedo ndị ahụ, wee tụghachi ha azụ. Every day, This man goes to that place where he has hidden his gold coins. He will bring it out and then count it again and then look at it, admire it, and then put it back into the hole where he came from. O kwesịrị izu uwe ọhụrụ ma rie nri nke ọma, mana ọ na-ahọrọ agụụ kama imefu mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo jiri ya zụta efe ọhụrụ. This man needed new clothes. He was supposed to buy new clothes for himself. He needed money to be able to feed himself well because he wasn't feeding properly. But this man would prefer to stay hungry instead of spending any bit of his gold coin to use it to buy new clothes or eat properly. No, he didn't prefer that. He preferred to stay hungry. N'otu abalị, otu onye oshi bịara zuo mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo niile. Nwoke aka chingom gara n'ụtụtụ echi ime ihe ọ na-emebu ma hụ na ego ọlaedo ya apụọla. One day, a thief came and stole all the gold coins. The next morning, Nwoke aka gom woke up so happy to go to his backyard and do what he normally does, like his normal routine of digging up the money, looking at it, and then putting it back. By the time he got there, he realized that the gold coins were gone. Hapola. O bere akwa nke ukwuu, na-ebe akwa. O bere akwa nke ukwuu. Onye agbata obi ya bịara jụọ ya ihe merenụ. Immediately he discovered that his money was lost, he began to cry. He cried so greatly and so loudly. Hey! Oh, Bodo! He was just crying. And then his neighbor ran to him and said, what happened? Nwoke aka gom gwachara ya ihe niile merenụ. O juru onye agbata obi ya anya. When the neighbor asked him what happened, the Nwoke aka gom calmed down to explain everything that had happened. And his neighbor was shocked. What? He was so shocked. He asked Nwoke aka chingom, ọ jụrụ ya sị, Nwoke aka chingom, nya bụ na ị nwere ego zuru oke iji zụọ nri nke ọma. Gịnị kpatara na ị naghị eri nri nke ọma ma ọ bụ yiwe onwe gị akwa ọma? Gịnị kpatara na ejighị ego ị nwere na-azụ ahịa wee na-enwetakwu ego? His neighbor was so shocked and he asked him, so this man, you had money, like you had this amount of money. Why is it that you were not using it to feed well? Why couldn't you buy clothes and clothe yourself properly? Why didn't you think about starting a trade, a business, and using that money you had to buy some goods, resell it, and make extra money? Why didn't you think of all of that? You know what the man said? Nwoke aka gom zara ya sị, agaghị m eji mkpụrụ ego ọlaedo m zụta ihe ọbụla ma ọ bụ zụọ ahịa ọbụla. Ọ na-amasị m ile ya anya kwa ụbọchị. Do you know what he said? He told his neighbor, I'm never going to use my money to buy any new clothing or to even go and start any new trade or to even do anything that you're telling me to do. I like looking at my money like this every day. When I wake up, I will go and look at it and look at it. That's what I like. Ọ na-amasị m ile ya anya kwa ụbọchị. Hell! And what did his neighbor say? Onye agbata obi ya wee sị ya, ngwanụ, were nkume ndị a gaa zoo, maka na ha bụ ihe efu dịka ọlaedo gị ezuru ezu n'oshi. His neighbor now said, really? Now take these stones that the thief left for you. Go and save the stones because they are as valueless as the gold coins that were stolen. And that was how his neighbor left him. And the man sat down there and never learned his lesson. But we are going to learn a lesson from this man. Think about what you have learned. Let's go to Ihe Mmụta. You're welcome to Ihe Mmụta. In this segment, to talk about what we have learned. What lesson did you learn from this story? I want you to write it in the comments. Let me get to read from you. Okay, Ota. If I want to mutara 95, I go get a achom ki jirikwa kagi. There na comment kanwe gumuya. The first lesson I'm going to share with you is that ego kwesịrị inyere anyị aka. ego kwesịrị inyere anyị aka. Money is meant to help us, not control us. Money is meant to help us, not control us. Nwoke Akagom had plenty of gold coins. He had a lot of money, but he refused to use it to take care of himself. He couldn't even buy food for himself. He couldn't buy clothing for himself. He stayed hungry, even though he had money. And that's a terrible thing to do. He was stingy to himself. He wasn't just stingy to people around him. He was stingy to himself, unkind to himself. Can you imagine? So what we learn from this story is that money should be used wisely. I'm not saying we should spend any money you have foolishly, but whenever you make money or your parents give you an allowance or a gift, or somebody gives you a gift, learn to use it wisely to care for yourself and to care for others if need be. Another lesson we can learn is good to save. Nwoke Akagom had a good habit of saving. It's not good to finish everything you get, like you just eat up everything, spend everything, you never save for another time. Saving is good, but it's also important that we learn to use what we have at the right time. Don't be unkind to yourself. Don't be stingy to yourself. There's also another lesson we learned, that there is no joy in having something useful if you will never use it. If you will never use it, there's no joy in having it. You have to use it wisely. Relish the experience of having it. Just like maybe someone comes and you're hungry, your daddy or your mommy gives you food, and you're like, hey, thank you daddy for this food. You're so hungry, and you get the food and you say, wow, this is food. I like this food. You just keep admiring the food and you never eat it. There is no fulfillment because it's meant to be eaten. And money is supposed to be a tool. It's supposed to be a tool that helps you, not a tool that controls you. If you go, good job. That's the lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 we're going to learn from this story is, do not love money too much. Do not overly esteem money to the extent that you are now controlled by it. It is the love of money that makes people to begin to do the thing they're not supposed to do. Nwoke Akagom loved looking at his gold coins more than using it wisely. And then you realize that his love for money made him to become an unhappy man. It made him to become a selfish man. So you will learn as a child, remember, greed is not good. Greed is not good. Do not love money more than people. Do not love money more than your health, more than your happiness. Somebody has spoiled your toy. Maybe your brother or your sister mistakenly steps on your toy or spoils your toy unintentionally. And you can do anything to that your brother. That's wrong. So people get to shout at their sister, their brother, hit them, or use negative words on them. No. Your resources are good. I'm not saying it's good to spoil your toys, but I'm saying they're not more important than people. All right? And then it's very good that you have a thankful heart. When you become greedy, when you become someone that is stingy, you will miss out on the good things of life. So I want you to learn how to share. Learn how to use what you have. That brings us to the 3rd lesson. Use what you have wisely. Use what you have wisely. The neighbor was wondering, like, he was so shocked. He was wondering, why, so you had all this money, why didn't you use it to better your life? Why couldn't you wear good clothes? Why couldn't you start up a business? Why couldn't you even feed well? Nwoke Akagom didn't know how to use what he had wisely. So you will learn from this that if you have any gifting, if you have any talent that you're not using wisely, you're wrong. You have to use your gifts and your talents wisely. When we use whatever it is that we have well, we will get even more good things. It's just like I have beans. Maybe I have 2 seeds of beans and I don't go to plant it. If I don't plant it, I won't have much beans. But if I plant it, from the 2 seeds, I can even get up to 10 because I was able to use my beans wisely. So learn to plant it. Use your talents. If you have money, if you have giftings, use them well because good things can grow from it. Keeping everything hidden, when you go to hide everything, you're hiding it, you're not using it at all, it's not going to be helpful. For example, I said about food earlier. Let's say I have a pencil or I have a pen like this. This is my pen. And I said, okay, I love this pen. It's so beautiful. It's all one acha uroma. It's orange in color. I don't like to use it. I want it to remain orange. I want it to remain full, never to finish. Then I don't use it. It loses its value. That's what happens when you don't use what you have wisely. The fourth lesson we're going to learn is that life is meant to have a purpose. Live purposefully. Use your life to do good things. Live intentionally and purposefully every day. Every day, Nwoke would just wake up in the morning, go behind his house and dig out his gold coins and start to count them, admire them. Wow, my gold coins, my gold coins. He was so intoxicated by it. He did nothing meaningful with them. He did nothing meaningful with himself. So your life is not just about collecting things. Mommy, I want. Daddy, I want. Mommy, I want. Daddy, I want. Always wanting. Also ask yourself, how do I use my life to give to other people? What do I do that can be of help to someone else? How do I give of my time? How do I give of my talent? How do I give of my resources to other people? Do you understand? It's very okay to collect, but it's also good to give. Blessed is the one that giveth than the one that taketh. It's more blessed to give than to receive. So use your life purposefully in helping, in giving. I said earlier, you can give your time, you can give your money, you can give your resources, you can give your word of kindness. Okay? So when you live purposefully, you also become very happy. The fifth lesson, unused things lose their value. Unused things lose their value. Ihe ị na-ejighị eme ihe ọbụla ga-abụ ihe efu. Ihe ị na-ejighị eme ihe ọbụla ga-abụ ihe efu. When you don't use something, it becomes valueless. It loses its value. The neighbor said, okay, one, save your stones. Pack the stones that they left behind for you, the thieves. Go and save it. Because if you decide that you're not going to use your gold coins, then there's no difference between your gold coins and the stones. The stones are just as useful as the unused gold coins. Nwoke never used his money for anything. So remember, when you don't use your gift or your talent or your skills, it becomes useless. Your talent is supposed to be shared with the world around you. If you are gifted in singing, start singing. If you're gifted in speaking, speak. If you're gifted in teaching, talking to people and they understand, then teach your younger ones, teach your siblings, teach your friends when they don't understand things in class. Use your talent. If you can draw nicely, then begin to practice, hone your skills, use it nicely, and don't just bury it and say, I can sing, but I don't like singing. Why? So let all of us get blessed. You have a knowledge, share the knowledge. You have a talent, use your talent. You have a skill, hone your skill. Let's all remember to use the talents we have positively and not become stingy to ourselves or to the world around us. Now clap for yourself. I know you have learned something, and clap for me too. That's where we're going to end the class and episode today. Don't forget, we teach Igbo to beginners, children, adults that are ready to go on the journey. We have curriculum that can last you for up to a year, even more. Very robust, very child friendly. We move from simple to complex. We meet you at the point where you are and just take you to the next level. I said it before, Igbo is good. Knowing Igbo is good, but practicing it is better because we get better when we practice. Alright? Na-asụkwa Igbo. Na-asụkwa Igbo. Na-asụkwa Igbo. Maka na gịnị Igbo amaka. Till I come your way next time, I remain your one and only coach, Princess Enyinna-Okoro. Aga m ahụ unu ọzọ. Ka ọ dị.
Learn with Coach Princess.